The taxation of pension death benefits is something we get asked about at Technical Connection quite frequently. Now, we all know that if you die before age 75, the death benefits will be free of income tax. If you die after age 75, there will be a tax charge applied. That tax charge will be at 45% in the current tax year, and it's now been confirmed in the budget, the summer budget, that the tax rate will be that of the beneficiary, the recipient, and 45% is the rate it will be if the money goes into a trust. But how about inheritance tax? Well, it's been assumed by us for many years, by all of us, and quite correctly assumed, that inheritance tax is not something you need to worry about when it comes to the payment of death benefits from a pension arrangement. However, with these pension reform changes, there has been some concern expressed over the possible application of Section 3.3 of the inheritance tax, that is the omission to exercise a right provisions, where you have designated your benefits to draw down but not yet taken them. So there is money left in the fund, a designated drawdown fund, on your death. So the concern there is that Section 3.3 can apply because you have omitted to exercise your right to draw them. There's a specific statutory exclusion of the application of 3.3 where you just haven't designated your benefits to draw down. Of course you could, and you have at one level omitted to exercise the right to do that, but where they have not been designated, the statutory exclusion applies and there's no inheritance tax problem. Does that still apply in relation to benefits that have been designated to draw down but just remain untaken? Clearly you have a right to take them, and at the point of death, if you haven't exercised that right, you have omitted to do so, in which case there is an inheritance tax potential liability on death. We've been in correspondence with HMRC, as others have, and it's quite clear they didn't intend for that to be the outcome. They've stated that they would only apply those provisions anyway as the law stands if someone was in serious ill health and their decision was determined by that ill health. So they changed their pattern of drawdown once they became aware they were in serious ill health and then died within 2 years of making that decision. They say they've not had such a case to deal with, so they don't really feel it's a practical problem. However, encouragingly, they have said that they will look at the legislation to see if some change is required, and they seem to be reasonably committed to making that change if they feel it's necessary, to make sure that inheritance tax does not apply to pension death benefits. So we're all pretty reassured by all of that, but it would be nice to just have that reassurance completely finalised by a change in legislation. So we're hoping that that will come forward shortly.